Right, so here's the second part of HSC 2015, question 27. And what we have here is working out whether or not there's an outlier. So here we go in D. Now, to work out an outlier, and remember, they've asked us whether 970, so we know it's an upper quartile. So to see if it's an outlier, we go to the formula sheet, and it's an outlier if it's greater than Q, the upper quartile, plus 1.5 times the interquartile range. Now, well, we need to work out the quartiles to work out the interquartile range. Remember, the interquartile range is, and notice I like to say Q3 minus Q1. Remember, Q3 and Q upper quartile are the same thing. So I look over here to my numbers, and it's pretty easy to do these. Well, there's the median. That splits it in two. So that is Q1, and that is Q3. I could put them in the calculator, but it's so much quicker if you have a knowledge. So the interquartile range is 680 minus 490, which gives me 190. Now, is 970 greater than the upper quartile? Well, we know that's 680 plus 1.5 times 190. So we're just applying the formula. And that is 965. And 970 is greater than 965. So yes, answer the question, yes, 970 is an outlier. So I've got my calculations, I've answered the question. Let's move on to part 2. Each employee is paid $20, so everyone gets an extra $20. What effect will this have on the standard deviation? Well, if each employee is given, I probably don't need to write this, an extra $20, then the mean will increase. I don't need to say that. It's asking me about the standard deviation, but I want to show off. There will be no effect on the standard deviation as the standard deviation is a measure of dispersion. And this will not change. Probably too much. Probably could have just said no effect. It's a measure of dispersion. But let's show them how smart you really are. And let's move to 27e. It's quite a hard question. Always is. This converting bytes to bits. And we've got to be very careful of bits and kilobits per second and kilobytes and megabytes. It's all very confusing. So let's get some things down that we know. 1 megabyte, so this is question E. 1 megabyte equals 1024 kilobytes. 1 kilobyte equals 1024 bytes, and 1 byte equals 8 bits. Now all of that is on your formula sheet, but I'm writing it here so that I can use it. Well, first of all, let's convert this 42 megabytes to bits. So here we go. 42 megabytes equals 42 times 1024 kilobytes. But kilobytes, we don't want kilobytes, we want it in bits, so we better go 42 times 1024 times 1024 bytes. But we need it in bits, so we've got to go one more step. So it's 42 times 1024 times 1024 times 8. And we get this big number, 35232153 bits. We've converted it to bits. But our timing is done in kilobits per second. So let's convert that to kilobits. So to convert that to kilobits equals 35232153 divided by 1,000, because there's 1,000 bits in a kilobyte. So, kilobits. So that'll be 352321. I've got a 6 there, sorry. Got a 6. 215.536. My mistake there, I forgot that 6. Now we've got kilobits. It's a small b. Now, so we've got it in kilobits, and this thing downloads at 500 kilobits per second. Might do that a bit neater. 500 kilobits per second. So to find out the number of seconds, I just take this number. So the time in seconds will be 352321.536 divided by 500, because we're now in kilobytes and we're doing kilobits and kilobits per second, and we'll get 704.643. I'm just going to check that because I'm not sure about the calculator. 352.321.536 divided by 500, and yeah, 704.643072 seconds. But notice that it says give your answer in minutes and seconds. So now I take that and I divide by 60. So 704.643072 divided by 60, and I get 11.744. And you'd be tempted, right? 'That's 11 minutes and 74 seconds, but you know it's not true. and you have your magic button on your calculator that changes it. Remember your magic button that looks like this? You just press it and that will change it. There is another way to do it, but it's easier just to press that and you will get 11 minutes and 44.38 seconds. 11 seconds, and then you get your other one here, 38. Now usually you go, oh, it's not 0.38 because it's done at degrees, minutes, seconds. So I know that that's over 30, so it will be 11 minutes 45 seconds, because that's not a decimal point there. That's not a decimal point. It's done as an amount out of 60. So that was a very, very difficult question. I hope you were okay with it.